All right, good morning, Math 7 students. So today we are working with percent problems. That's the first con we're going to do. We have a second one to do as well. So on this one, Osvaldo has a goal of at least 30% of his grams of carbohydrates each day need to come from a whole grain. So today he ate 220 grams of carbs, and 55 of those came from whole grains. So did he meet his goal? Did he eat at least 30%? So if we do a little math here, if we do a little math, we take the 55 divided by 220, and we get, what do we get when we take 55 divided by 220? 55 divided by 220 equals 0.25. 0.25, and if you were to do that as a percent, that would be 25% because we moved the decimal over 2 places always when going from decimal to percent. So did he make his goal? No, he didn't. So we put a no right there. All right. So how far short did he come? So if we take 25% or 0.25 times, he wanted 30%. So take 0.3 times 220. He should have eaten 66 grams from whole grains. He only ate 55. So if he was supposed to do 66 and he only ate 55, 66 minus 55 equals, he came 11 grams short. So that's where the 11 came from. So, and he was less from his goal. He was that much away from making his goal. Hopefully that makes sense how to do that. Let's try one more. A swimming pool has 2.5 million liters of water in it. Some of the water evaporated until it only had 2 million liters left in it. What percent evaporated? Well, let's see here. He had, wow, did I do that poorly right there? That is not correct whatsoever. Let's just ignore that. We're going to build something here and ignore that. I don't even know what I was doing there. But we're going to ignore that. There we go, black, and we're going to forget that. Okay, let's try that again. Quickly, how much evaporated? If he had 2.5 million and now he only has 2 million left, you might go that he had 0.5 million evaporated. And if he had 0.5 million evaporated, he started with 2.5 million. And we simply divide those two out. Boom. Take 0.5 divided by 2.5, and that will equal, let's put a little equal sign in there, and not a plus sign, and equal sign. There we go. So when we divide that, that equals 0.2. Whew, got that done now. Then, what percent evaporated? How do you turn 0.2 into a percentage? You simply move the decimal over 2 places, so this would be 20%. Okay? Whew, got past that little mistake. See, we all make mistakes, guys, and that's why you should check your answers with me. Next one, tax and tip word problems. Here we go. Tiffany buys a basket of watermelons for $9 before tax, but then has to pay 9% in sales tax. What is the total price she buys? So I've kind of done a lot of working out here, and I'm going to walk you through this. If the watermelon, which by the way, a watermelon costs 100% of its cost. I think it's a whole watermelon, a whole is 100%. So 100%, the original cost is $9, which we call 100% of the price. Then we're going to add on to that price sales tax, which is 9% more than what you paid. Now, if I take the 9%, this 9% times the $9, as I did right here, it equals 81 cents. So I put the 81 cents here. What is the total? Well, it depends on what we're adding. Percentage-wise, I started with 100% price. I added 9%, so I'm at 109%. Okay. Money-wise, I started with a $9 watermelon. I added 81 cents to it in tax, which is $9.81. Now, I have this little thing. It says 1.09 times 9 is 981. It's a fast way to get from here to here with kind of skipping this step here. But why did I choose the 1.09? Well, if you notice, my total price is the 109, 109%. My initial cost was always going to be that 100%. Well, if we take the 109 divided by the 100%, it equals a 1.09, which is kind of our factor to get from here to there. Now, I want you to try something real quick. This is kind of interesting. Okay, will you do me a favor on your calculator? Will you take 0.81 and divide it? Do the opposite of what we just did here. Take 0.81 and divide it by this 9%, which would, by the way, be 0.09. So take 0.81 divided by 0.09. Pause. Okay, I'm back now. You got $9, didn't you? So if you work this in backwards, going 0.81 divided by 0.09, you get back to your original cost. How cool is that? One more thing for you to try, okay? Take your total price here, $9.81, and divide that by the 1.09. Go ahead, take $9.81 divided by 1.09. Pause. Hey, what'd you end up with? You ended up with $9 again. It's a way of working it backwards. So if ever you need to know this cost and you were given this information here or this information here, you can always work it backwards, okay? All right, next question. Caleb bought groceries and paid $1.60 in sales tax. His sales rate is 2.5%. What was the price of his groceries before tax? Oh, so we do need to work it right here. We need to work this backwards. So his groceries we know is 100%. We don't know the 64 quite yet. We know the sales tax is 2.5%, and that totaled $1.60. So we can take this $1.60 divided by 0.025, and we'll get $64. So you take this divided by this, and that gives you this answer. Had they given us our total price, we could have taken that divided by this to get back to the $64. But they didn't in this case, so we'll just take this one. How cool is that, guys? So our answers on these one. This one up here was $9.81, and this one right down here is $64. Hey, hope you had a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.